Mr. Thornography, let's go!
All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Night Frogs podcast. Today we have another packed house, which is strange because only 3 people in this episode are here, but we have a bunch more. Anyway, me and Yoshi.
Are we in a part?
We have Big T Unit.
Hi.
And joining us for no other reason, Lily.
S.
Code Black Hayate.
Hi, everybody.
JPace92.
Hello, everyone.
And Verhias.
Ahoy!
Yay!
And I'm Puppet
Yay.
Revy! No.
We need a puppet Revy.
We need a Puppet Revy. I did Puppet Lily, so somebody else has to take over.
I am so sorry, Code Black, for being unladylike. Oh
Great
god,
Revy.
that was delicious.
That was a pretty good Revy, but I wasn't feeling it.
That's funny because all my roles were to replace other people.
Ow. Oh, wow.
Oh, natural. Like, actually, there.
But anyway, we got a pretty good show for you crazy kids tonight. But before we start off with the actual, podcast, here's a little update on the Yowie contest that you should all send your entries to.
Yay!
Shameless.
Hooray.
You heard it. Yeah, sound more excited.
I'm excited.
No,
You even know what
huh?
Dun, dun, dun,
Do
dun,
you even know what Yowie is, little girl?
dun, 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 dun.
What is Yowie Yoshi?
Well, you see, Yowie is when 2 males love each other in the face. But that's not the point. See,
Why do they always look so pretty?
that's for next week. Anyway,
Why do I always look like girls?
I'm talking anyway.
Do look like a lady.
I think there's a helium leak.
As you can see, we have versatile actors. Anyway, there's 3 days left in the contest, and as of right now, we only have 4 entries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why aren't you writing?
Yoshi got so bored he went and wrote his own.
Yeah, I got so bored. I was waiting for you faggots that I had to go and make one my own. It's 9 pages long. Thanks.
Are you serious?
9 pages.
Yeah, 9 pages. Fuck your face. I can do that.
9 pages of Yowie? What is in those 9 pages, sir?
That's for me to know and you to find out. I'll send you to it later. I'll send you.
I either imagine a lot of setup or a 9-page sex scene, and neither one of them sound pleasant.
It's neither. It's not 9 pages of humping. No, there's no way I could possibly do that. So.
You know what? That would be kind of a positive point. I made 9 pages of humping and made it interesting.
And then in the next page, they still humped each other. Passionately. See, this is a word I used. And
And then the second week came. And still.
and the
Why aren't we stopping?
the next page, and you can see the 72-page font. Okay, now we're on page 7.
Still, they continued to thrust. Over and over and over.
Have I mentioned the thrusting? Because there's.
I feel like I haven't had adequate mention of the thrusting.
Well, let me describe it again, and I'm not copy pasting this from the 5th page.
You guys hear me?
But anyway, we only have 4 entries as of now. Even though a lot of you said, "Oh, I'm gonna enter, yeah, it'll be cool." You got 3 days left, and there might be a bonus prize.
Bonus prize.
Bonus prize! Now that I haven't told this to anybody, even though I kind of, you guys hear me? Yes, we can hear you. Hi. See, the bonus prize is you get my Yowie that I wrote. Isn't that nice?
Exciting!
Yay!
Woo!
Oh, fuck you. Anyway, I came up with that after I finished writing it. It wasn't actually for the Yowie. I just wrote it because I was bored. I was like, yeah, I'll make it a bonus prize. Why not? Yay! I don't know whether to give it to like the first place winner or the first top 3 winners. Or
You should go to the last place winner.
There you go. You got something sad and pathetic.
Here's your award for losing miserably.
Here's your award for sucking. Okay, that might be.
Yeah. The Yowie equivalent of a participant ribbon.
I'll draw someone the Pokemons. That can be a prize.
Yeah, this is their perfect attendance award.
Here's for you can try hard next week.
If you know what I mean.
It's a constellation prize. No, fuck no.
Congratulations on your 7th place ribbon.
You sucked, but I think mine is better. So here.
There were 5 entrants.
Goddamn. Anyway, but yeah, you guys got 3 days. Oh wait, oh wow, I'm checking my email. Now we have 17. Thanks, guys. No.
Like we have 3 days. No, wait, a month.
You guys. Okay, now extending it. No, you guys got 3 days, and yeah, first top 3 get my Yowie because
Yes.
I don't know what to do with it. I just sort of typed it up and I sent it to Thorn, and now it's just sort of rotting there in my hard drive. I don't know, maybe I'll delete it or some shit. But yeah, that's it.
Riveting.
Thank you, Yoshi, for subjecting all of the losers to 9 pages of frog humping.
Okay, to be fair, they don't hump until like the 5th page. So fuck you.
Yeah, that's still like 4 pages of frog humping.
4 pages of foreplay? What?
6
That
pages.
must be very good foreplay. I would enjoy reading this. Maybe I can take some tips.
Eventually, they're going to run out of scented
Was
strawberries, man.
Were they role playing? You know, was it like one of them was a sailor and the other one was delivering a pizza? I mean,
That's the next one, you dick. How'd you?
One was a sailor, the other's a kraken. You know?
10 years down the line. 10 years down the line, it's going to be the staple of all sexual education classes.
One is pretending to be a lonely Catholic schoolgirl, and the other one is pretending to be an extremely horny frog.
Oh, can I be the girl? Can I be the girl?
Wait, what? What? Who's talking about?
Can't have any context.
What? Okay.
No!
Bad girl, you need to use the outhouse like a regular cat does.
God damn my lack of opposable thumbs!
Anyway, that's all on Yowie.
You have tongues and fingers, which
That's enough about Yowie.
Tongues and fingers.
Gonna eat yours.
Humping.
So, episode 7, guys.
All right.
Yeah, episode 7. So yeah, we got some jokes and.
Well, first, Travis,
shit.
Big T Unit is, of course, the only one besides Yoshi and I who was actually in the episode. And he didn't know anything about anything else except for his part until it went up.
I was cast as Dororo's imagination.
really.
Because I wasn't actually in it. You could hear my voice, though, and a slight echo in his brain.
Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah, I kind of in spirit.
It's like, since none of you guys were actually in this one, what did you think?
I loved it.
I thought it was great.
I thought it was so cute.
I laughed really, 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 really hard at one joke. The only problem is I can't remember which joke it was. Only because I was laughing really, 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 really hard at the whole fucking episode.
That is like the most convenient cover I've ever heard.
Yeah.
But since we were the only actors in the episode, that clearly makes us better than all of you. So therefore, yeah.
I feel like I'm getting the participation medal.
Here you go, Billy. And the consolation prize is my Yowie.
Oh dear God.
Stop pumping yourself.
I think he fell in a trash bag.
Stop humping yourself. Stop humping yourself. Stop humping yourself.
Anyway, so let's start off of this episode 7 podcast. If you guys may have noticed, this is actually the first episode where the title card didn't show up at all.
I noticed that actually.
Me too. Thought that
Yeah.
I did here, but
It's kind of weird.
that's it.
Kind of interesting, isn't it?
It was extraneous to begin with.
Yeah, I don't know how to start the episode.
In case you forgot what you're watching.
In case you forgot.
This doesn't look like 2.5 Men.
Congratulations, I'll give you $1.
Good for you. Here's $1.
No more 2.5 men's for you.
No, Charlie Sheen. Ah.
No.
It was this Tamamo shit.
What?
Once again, I was enjoying the humorous rendition of Thorn playing Zero, and I thought it was pretty good.
Zero.
I loved that. It's just something about Doro made me want to hug him. I don't know.
Yeah, like
Well,
writing for this whole thing, I just felt so bad for the guy because he has the worst friends.
He does.
It's not just
He
his
really
friends.
does.
It's not just his friends. It's us too. We keep making everything worse for him. So, in a way, you could kind of.
Well, at least it kind of ends on a high note. At least for
kind
him.
of. If you.
Kind.
It's cute
Compared
at
to-
the end, though. It's so cute.
But I felt so sad. I wanted to hug him and be like, aww.
I wish he found the card.
Moving on.
Yep.
So Thorn album covers.
Yeah, did anyone catch any of them this time?
No.
No.
I didn't catch any of them.
I'm actually getting better at them. I actually found like 3.
Which ones did you put in?
I hid 6. There are like 3 of them are like they're all in Windows this time, and
Ooh.
they're I forget what it's called. They're made so transparent that you can barely see them to hide them better.
Oh, so that's
Probably
why.
why I didn't see them.
Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of waiting for some to catch the Iggy Pop album I put.
That thing gave me a shock when I saw it.
Yeah, here's a hint. It's on the train, and the camera is facing the kids. Look in the window. Like, look in all the windows. You'll see all the album covers. That one particularly might scare you. But
When you see it, you'll shit.
Bricks.
when you see it. Yeah, probably. Well, the album covers I went for this were like albums about either life, like especially growing up, or traveling to tie in with the themes of the episode.
Yeah.
And if you guys were in the pre-show to the podcast, aside from my own music, I was playing songs from those albums.
So much insight. It's I gotta keep up.
I never
Yeah, I get used to it.
joke. Like a sort of, I never even realized that you were doing that.
I always did the wiki articles afterwards to figure out things that I missed.
I need to crack this code
It's like an
What
episode
is
of
this
Lost.
to find where the treasure's hidden.
But no smoke monster. Well,
It's like Lost, but with frogs and humorous.
Come along, Nicolas Cage.
Hey, why can't we get off the island? We can swim. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
End of
What
scene.
happened to
There's
our
a
boat?
boat
How'd it
right
get
over there.
burned? How'd it get burned?
I don't know!
Tell me!
Oh, hey, a cruise ship.
Moving on.
Killing me
Yes.
won't get back your goddamn honey. That's all I gotta say.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys should all look for the album covers, starting with episode 3. Moving on. I love me a drink. If you notice, I don't know how you can avoid it. At one point, Giroro asks Carol, "Oh, why are they going to Planet Doinaka?" And he just stares at them. This stare is hilarious to me because I found it on accident. Like this isn't the first time it's happened where I'm like watching the episode and I just pause it and then like the character's turning around and they look incredibly retarded. And I paused it because I think I had to go to the bathroom or something. I don't remember. And it's just like his face there, like, hi.
You paused it with part with his mouth open, so it looked even weirder.
Like they go back to the planet because they find like some miners like digged up this huge box which ended up being the treasure that they were looking for as a kid. But Kararo, since he's lazy as fuck, they go because yeah. I don't know why they go, they just do.
Gotta do something to fill your afternoon.
Nothing like doing
What should we
nothing.
do? What should we do this afternoon? To space.
And let's do nothing.
Gee, Guerrero, what we gonna do tonight?
Yeah, my thoughts.
Social. Aw.
That sounds golly swally.
That just sounds swell, good golly. Bolly.
Almost made me spit on my ice. That's pretty sure. Oh, but moving on to Dororo.
God.
Door knocker. Yeah.
Yeah, the first part, the character, like the adult characters, they were drawn really weirdly. Like, especially Dororo, because there's this one point he's looking up at Karoro, and it looks like he broke his neck, and that's kind of why Tama looks at him all concerned, like, is Rudolph okay? And then he somehow electrocutes, like, and twitches.
You picked the perfect name for that line, you know?
Rudolph.
Rudolph. Why Rudolph?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Like,
Well, the other writer did kind of hate on him, so.
Like the way he said it is like he saw Rudolph crash into like a store or something. He's like, "Is he okay?" Yeah. Look, see, this is red nose. Oh, that's the blood. Oh,
Could have just got sent to the Shadow Realm.
It's good. Oh, he skull fucked tonight.
Taking an extremely hot and fiery nap with burning.
Oh, Code Black will be right back. You can tell like the animation gets really lazy at the end. Like at the point where they arrive on the planet and Kara's like, "Oh, that's a story, vending machine." Like if you look at the characters, especially Tamama, like their eyes are all close and their heads look awkward, and you can clearly see that they spend more time on Giroro and Dororo besides the other three.
And come on, they couldn't even finish that train track. I mean, how lazy could you get? I mean,
Yeah, they'll get there somehow.
You know, flying train.
right.
Everyone except for Dororo and Giroro looked like they were drawn, so you could tell they were focusing more on them anyways, kind of like how we ended up focusing on them.
It's like they photoshopped their own show poorly. Like, you know, you can draw. Shh. I know what I'm doing.
I think it would have been funnier if they just took reaction shots from other episodes.
Like the background's different and everything.
Yeah, they can clearly see it cut out, kind of Photoshop cut out.
Like even
I
the line.
I don't blame you, Dororo. What?
Like even the line is different. Yeah, I like candy too.
The background completely changes now that it's like I'm talking to you on a train track. Now I'm in a building.
Now I'm on the train track.
No, I'm in a train headed towards a building.
Oh look, he's playing the chicken with the bullet train. That one.
Now military stock footage gets thrown in just for good measure, and then it ends.
Remember to shoot people. There.
So this next part, Viper being Zeraro's dad.
I liked that a lot, actually. I thought that was kind of funny. I think that was the one yes, it was that one, I think, that I laughed really hard at.
It took forever to get that line exactly right because I had a hard time figuring out how he wanted it to be read, and I think I ended up liking how it came out, even though it came out accidentally.
Yeah, like your dad.
It's just dad.
I don't know how we got to that point. Oh no, it's because in the wanted poster, Viper's wearing an eye patch for some reason, and
Yeah.
Yoshi made the connection between the eye patch and the mask Zero wears, and then that just led to Viper being Zero's dad.
Yeah, another thing is that, like, Thorn has a tendency to, like, come up with bullshit out of nowhere in, like, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like the poodle jumper story, he did that in, like, 2 minutes.
You
But
guys
I
are
have to
both
say-
fucking crazy or something, because you come up with the most awesome shit.
Oh,
And I
no.
sat in there for, I think it was episode 6, and I was trying to add stuff, but I'm just not as crazy as you guys are. I can't think of shit. I got maybe a couple jokes in there. You guys just make this up, like, on the fly. It's crazy.
No, the best thing for Thorn was, it was around New Year's. Best thing ever. It was like what, like 2 minutes before it would be New Year's in your town?
I think like 30 seconds.
Yeah, like 30 seconds. And I'm like, this is the last time it's gonna be in 2010. So I said, quick, tell your last joke in 2010. Go.
And I did.
You did, and you finished the joke right on the dot, and you just went, "Ha! New Year's, motherfucker!"
It's always a good way to begin the new year.
He was like, Happy New Year, motherfucker! That was the funniest thing ever to me. You have that recorded, right?
Yeah.
Nah. I think it's on Blip
I
somewhere,
guess.
right? I guess, you know.
I should put it up on Flip.
Oh, it's not on Blip? I thought it was.
No, it should be though. Or like it will be.
I know you were kind of drunk that day, too.
Shortly afterwards.
It was your first time. It was hilarious.
Don't drink the coquito.
Something to note is that in this episode there wasn't a lot of cussing, usually, like from the main frogs. It's kind of a thing that Zero can do. Like, he has an adverse effect on other people's voices, like in episode 4 when he's like, oh, like I was thinking something about wedding bells and gold rings and all that, and Kara went through puberty. And then, like, in this episode, he's back to normal. Well, that's kind of the effect he has. Like, when he was stuck in the cave, like, in the abyss cave.
That I really did not understand at all.
I didn't get either. And then, like, fucking Snake comes out of nowhere.
I
And
just
just
thought that was
stare at him.
hilarious, though. Just,
It was. It
stare
was
you
just,
gave
like,
him.
really weird.
I think a lot of the humor came was like, what the fuck just happened?
Is he tripping balls? Like, what?
I mean, that's how I'd react if I saw snakes staring at me.
balls.
Yeah, Thor said, like, oh, it was to make him look surprised. I was like, he looks like he hasn't had sleep in forever.
Maybe his dad was a snake. He just confused which one it was.
He just sort of, like, stares into your soul, like, hey.
But for some odd reason, those situations where something's creepy like that, when they just say "hey," it gets even creepier. Like, you could always, you could always expect hearing like "I'll eat your soul," but when someone walks to you in the dark, and just "hey," I want to fucking run.
It's like, how do you respond to that?
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to stay back? Like, hi, sup?
Someone walks up to you in a dark alley. Don't go swimming.
Other piranhas in the water?
Do I get the water wings?
Are those McDonald's fries?
I don't have any food on me.
You smell
I
like
got
gravy.
Burger King.
Hey, is that Wendy's having your way? That's the tagline, I think.
No, it's not. Don't question me.
I think it'd work perfect for you since you're Coolulu. But, anyway, after Zero yells fuck, like, all of a sudden, these two, like, oh, they go into their adult pitches. Well, mostly for Guerrero. For me, it was like, when I was reading the line, I was sort of, like, going through the puberty stage thing, like, not really full Guerrero, but it's still there.
You kind of had trouble keeping the little Caro pitch throughout recording anyway.
Yeah, like, I would always switch back, because I'm so used to regular Guerrero, so... So, like, hey, guys, my balls dropped again. Oh, fuck.
Hang on. Okay, there. Hi.
Aww.
Don't you just want to punt it?
Yeah.
Wait, well, buddy. You don't want to get in a bar fight with me. I drink Kool-Aid from a pouch.
I got no coins on my Super Mario Sunshine LP.
File B, motherfucker! I was actually watching that one again. But anyway, it's not about Straw Hat, no. It's Midnight Frogs. Yeah, that's about it. Zero just has that effect on people. But the next day, they go back to normal.
That's just how it is.
Moving on.
I actually pointed out after we were done writing the script that the episode, I imagine the original episode is kind of like this, where it kind of examines the way in which, well, probably not, it's the way in which people change as they grow older. Like, you can definitely tell with Guerrero, when he's younger, he's definitely much more enthusiastic and curious.
Then he becomes jaded and angry and kind of a pedo.
And a pedo
Yeah.
cross-dresser.
Yeah, that
Kind of?
kind of a pedo.
Kind of, she says.
But I don't see it. I'm just
And a lesbian.
And a lesbian, yes. And a lesbian. A male
When did
one.
When did you become
Thank
a
you.
lesbian?
It's funny with Guerrero. It's like younger. He's as this. Can I touch it? What's the other?
Can I touch
Yeah,
it?
that's what comes out with most twigs, bugs, and poop on their feet is the winner.
I'm still gonna win that!
It's so cute, though.
Then he gets older. It's like every other line is just a.
It's a god.
I hate everyone.
Hey, Guerrero, I came up with an invasion plan. Looky! It's on a sticky note.
That says go to Wendy's.
Exactly, go!
Pick up a soda while you're there.
Come on.
Come on. Do it.
I'll be your best friend. On MySpace. Do people still use that?
No.
Okay, then never mind.
How come no one adds me on Zynga?
Why is nobody visiting my GeoCities page?
I think Guerrero as a character changed the most as he got older because Zero went from slightly less fucked up as adult Dororo, and Karo is slightly less of a complete asshole as adult.
He didn't change much.
He didn't change much.
He became gay apparently, but that's it.
Even that's not
Woohoo.
quite clear.
Right. Kara's Kara, but well, nobody can explain Lily either, but nobody complains. Anyway, moving on. Let's see what's next. Let's see, Kara's a dick. Giro changed.
Well.
Zero's normal. If you can even say that. Moving on. Ways in which Zero gets tormented. We
And
have
how?
a tendency. We have a tendency to make everything a million times worse for him. I said this before. He's like the perfect character to a bridge. He's Jesus. Everything's like the thing with the flashlight. That worked so perfectly. I was thinking like, oh, maybe we could like the flashlight goes off and you're like, oh, I might be able to get it to work. And it was the funniest thing ever to me. That always gets me to laugh when he does that. He's like, my mom gave me the tape player. Psst. I just die every time I see that. So, what else? He fell in the toilet. I mean, that's pretty tormenty for me.
That's a great pun too. You look a little pissed off.
That was like the first joke I ever came up with that because I just see him. It's just like he just falls in. And I just wanted him to say that, but he never did. It was a Japanese version anyway. So he fell down a hill somehow.
It's really like a facial slide.
Yeah. He was forced to carry like all the bags for everybody. I always crack up when I see that because he's just like la 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 la. Thank you, Roro. And then here comes this guy. This is the greatest. When Carol sees the tree, he's like, "How do we make Zero the canary?" It's like
As in canary in a coal mine.
Yeah, you explained to me that canary in the coal mine thing. Could you explain it to everybody?
Well, if you don't know what it means,
Yeah.
miners used to use canaries to check the noxious gas levels in caves, because if canaries would be more sensitive to the gas, apparently, something like that, and if a canary died, it would signal to the miners that it was time to get out. So they were effectively using Zero to check the danger levels.
I think you'll be a perfect canary. Come on.
Tweet for me.
Just flap your wings and run.
I'm sure every, coal miner who's watching the video at the time is like, oh, I can relate.
Oh, canary! Oh,
It even falls in a hole.
we dig holes. It's funny.
It's funny because I got trapped in a hole.
For days. Nobody gave me advice.
I'm not going to need the wheelchair, but my wife is.
Oh, wait. What?
Apparently, it's something one of the Chilean miners said.
Oh yeah, they send Zero to go into the forest to pick up the originally it was like to pick up the little grenade, if you will. It's not really a grenade. It's supposed to be like some sort of snack container thingy. So
The grenade is funnier.
a grenade is funnier.
I heard it expand in your stomach.
Extending your stomach. They make him go there. Oh, they didn't make him go there. Zero's just a dumbass. He's like, get out of town, and then he did. There you are.
I think that was one of the jokes that cracked me up, just because it's like that is like the most obvious bit of sarcasm in the world. I think that actually is the most obvious bit of sarcasm in the world. Get out of town, okay?
I love jokes like that.
I like also the fact that Kuro and Giro had no attempts to go, wait, don't. It's just after you okay, there's like, all right, what are you doing?
Hey, where'd he go?
Yeah, exactly.
You wanna go find him? Well, I wouldn't say this is torment. I would say this is more like of a trauma when they try to get back on the train, and like he hangs onto like the meat cart and then it rips. I would have shit my pants if that happened.
Clearly, the subject can hold your weight.
Never
They can
mind.
hold your weight. Never mind.
Wait, I have an incredible reach.
I still can't get over how total bullshit that is in the real thing.
That was
Because
a
like
very...
it ripped.
Well, the sad thing is the cord was actually longer than his arm to begin with, so he was
Yeah.
hanging way beyond his arm reach. And then when he caught him, he was about half the distance away, so he kind of fell forward.
You know,
I still think it's total bullshit though.
you know what I think happened? How many people have seen the movie Space Jam?
Me.
You know how at
I don't remember much of it.
the end, how Michael Jordan stretches his arm long after
Does he with his arm breaks that?
disavowing the laws of physics, and then he just makes the basket. I think that's what Giroro did.
Well, he wasn't holding a basketball though.
And he obviously wasn't Michael Jordan.
Wouldn't have surprised me if they used Dororo as a basketball at some point.
Yeah.
Although
That's why I grabbed him.
Although it kind of honestly would have been funny if you did kind of let him fall on the tracks and then be like, what really happened, you actually caught him. Because it'd just be so disgustingly real.
I actually did want something similar to that when they were like, if the thing would rip and then just cuts to them like back in the ship. Yep, and then he was stuck there for 3 years. But we ended up not going with it. It's just a thing that happens when it comes to script writing. So.
My Reach is Amazing is actually partially a reference to Legend of Neil, if any of you guys have heard of it.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
That's a recurring quote in that, and it's kind of like that where the character saying it, their version of Ganon, he manages to reach over and choke people from a bunch of feet away when he shouldn't be able to. So it kind of ties in with that because Giroro grabbing him was complete bullshit.
I still can't get over that.
It's cartoon physics.
Yeah, that's cartoon physics, but another huge cartoon weird physics-y thing that happens in Sergeant Frog is like they've been on that planet in Japan as of right now. They've been on that planet for like 6 years, but everybody's still the same exact age. What?
Maybe they just
They've had-
aged at a different pace than everyone else.
It doesn't make sense. They have birthday specials and they celebrate Christmas and Happy New Year. So how the fuck are they still like 12?
Maybe they're like dogs, kind of reverse dogs.
Reverse humanoids, dog.
Reverse humanoid dogs.
Reverse humanoid dogs. Yeah.
You know, if you want to argue any kind of physical law, you have to talk about their head being so much larger than their body that I'm surprised there's not one point where they're just wandering around and their lower half just caves in.
Well, that explains Natsumi's pink hair. Nobody has pink hair in the family but her, so.
That's just silly.
Hereditary? What is that bullshit? But anyway. Moving on.
Old Viper.
Old Viper. He's another character that was a minor that I never thought we'd like use a lot. A thing that's been happening lately is like we do an episode and then like it's a minor character and then he ends up being like really really cool and then we want to keep using him but that's like their only appearance. He's number 3.
What was the first character?
The first character was Asami in episode 5, the girl that Moa copies.
Right.
And
Oh,
the
and
second
then
one was
Sumomo.
Momo,
Huh.
but she actually does show up every now and then, so she's not gone. And now Old Viper. So he's pretty much senile. So yeah, I still like the line where he's like, where Zero's like, "Oh, I'm your grandson Zero." I've heard that a lot lately.
I've been hearing that one a lot.
There's like random people going up, "Hey, I'm Zero."
No, I'm your grandson.
I'm your grandson.
I have a feeling that like people just randomly go up to him just so they can get $1.
Hey,
Oh.
good for you.
Oh, I'm Zero.
No, what-
Ooh, have another $1.
No wonder he ran out of dollars.
I have 562 grandchildren.
Hey man, you got some money for some crack? Good for you. Here's $1.
This is all.
It's because like my grandma used to just randomly give me some money, like when I was younger. That's kind of, I guess that's something that grandparents do. And then at the start when he shows up, he apparently has a fear of children. He forgets to get off the train.
My
He's
grandpa.
probably never gotten off that train in like 3 or 4 years. I don't know where I'm
Well, he
going
was-
anymore.
Lucky.
He was on another train before. I mean, he was like, "Oh, what about your eyebrows?" Whole another train.
Oh, another train.
So, whoa, shit.
I've seen some shit.
Yeah, I've seen things you've never seen in that window.
Look, there's an album cover.
Face.
It's an album cover. There's a guy staring at me. Shit.
Smiling, no less.
Yeah, smiling no less. Hi.
Back when I got on this train, I had pockets full of dollars. Look at me now.
Well, that joke was that he had a hole in his pocket.
Take it. But he's a hilarious character because nobody says you little wiener. So
I'm really glad we made that joke.
yeah, that's been something I've been wanting to use for a while. Just somebody saying you little wiener. I don't know. Who says that?
Well, not just that. Like, you little wiener is funny enough. It's basically the kick in the obscure relative joke, like a kick in the pants for that. Because, like in the dub, didn't they do? It's like he's I'm your second cousins, third uncles, whatever.
No, not in the dub. In the original, in both.
Yeah.
The Japanese do that joke too, where he's like, "Oh, I'm his third nephew's uncle's father's cousin's bullshit whatever thing."
And how old is that joke? When was it ever funny to begin with? So it's like he's basically mocking them, which I love, and then with a lemon twist.
With lemon twist. I'm his father, you little weird. I always like putting in things that nobody said in like ever. But now because of me, they're gonna everybody in the world. Oh, little wiener.
There's also this thing where apparently Viper's kind is subject to racial prejudice. Like,
if you will.
Is there a reason for that?
Not really. Well,
Free at last, free at last. Thank you, Lord, I'm free at last. Sorry. Say it loud. We're pirate cobras and we're proud.
I'll shut up now. Go
the
ahead.
robot goes up to them, and we didn't establish that it was actually a ticket robot, so we just assume it's like a police robot. And I just thought it was amusing to play on this racist policeman stereotype. And then it also helps because later old Viper says, "You saying we all look alike?"
Yes. Good for you, haven't you?
For fuck's sake.
I'm gonna do that in real life. I ask somebody something, you saying we all look alike? Yeah, here's $1. Just giving out dollars to random people.
You have
Here's
balls,
just for being
$1.
you.
You're perpetuating a racial stereotype. I like that.
I don't like your face. Here, wash it with this $1. But what was I about to say? Well, the reason why there's racial prejudice, if you will, to Viper's kind is because all the Viper species, like they're always being complete dickheads to like every other species on the universe. So Yeah, I can see why they would, do that. Because they've started everything to begin with, so fuck.
Y'all be hating.
You blew up an orphanage.
You know, it's up to really interpretation at that point. I didn't even touch it. I blame you honkies.
You fired it.
Nader's gonna.
Your hand. You had your hand laser.
Building full of honkies. I feel you don't understand that.
Oh, you.
So they were goose,
Oh, Dad.
geese, whatever.
I'm your dad. I can just imagine that's something he says after he blows something up, he just runs away. I'm your dad.
I'm your dad.
I'm your dad.
Oh god, new joke. Anyway.
I'm your dad.
I think the last one is I feel like a donut. For the old Viper thing.
That's a great send off, isn't it? It's a play on that old joke. I feel like a Sunday. Yeah, but you don't look like it. So he's turned that into a send off.
but I don't look like one. Stare.
Totally lost him.
I like how he says it. He's like, "Oh, mission accomplished." Yeah.
My work here is done.
Still gonna be here for another 5 years.
Time to rot on another train. Giving dollars to people.
I think it would be really funny if like millions of years and years and years passed and they still have that stuck in their head. What was he saying? What does that mean?
A donut? What?
Turns into a Citizen Kane sort of thing. Like I don't know, Dororo's on his deathbed, drops a snow globe, just goes donut and fires.
That's his dying word.
Donuts the bread.
And they show a donut being burned in an incinerator.
Carol crawls on his knees. Donuts. Looks at the sky. Donuts!
I never got my dollar.
That's it for old Viper. He is the greatest minor character so far.
He's the greatest minor. Okay, to me, he's tied to Sumomo. He's tied with Sumomo.
Yeah, I guess.
Sumomo's the best one for me. Okay, get over any of that. But anyway, let's see. I'm at twice. Oh, this one's kind of cool. The map that they received. Originally, it's actually supposed to be a train schedule, but my original joke was that the treasure map was gonna have two sentences oh, it's just over there, just follow or whatever, but it would be upside down, and Carol would yell, "What is this code?" And they just had to flip it around. But Thorin said oh, I don't know if I could flip the text around and all that. So I was like, if you guys haven't noticed by now, we are constantly using the number 4 and 9. That's like our series lucky lottery numbers, if you will.
Those were a lot of
49, 49, 49, fuck!
Yeah, as far back as episode 2, we were using Quattro.
Quattro? It's always 4 and 9. Well, 9's kind of recent, but actually 9 was in. I remember 9 being in episode 4. Oh, look at that, another 4. Speaking of 4, that number has been showing up a lot lately. In my gym class, they give each student a number so that way attendance can go faster. So instead of looking see if they would have their uniform on and jotting it down on the little grade book, they just go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. So my number happens to be 4. So it's kind of awkward. And a movie just came out that's called I Am Number 4. The number 9 just happens to be in episode 4. Charmander's one of the best characters in Mystery Dungeon, and on the Pokédex, he's number 4. So,
You're sounding suspiciously like Glenn Beck. Cut it out.
I feel like you're in your room, this very small room, and all over your walls you have 4s written in various sizes. And you're just in there. It's the number 4, man. It's the The number
Dude,
4.
4. In golf, they say 4. No, I'm just kidding.
In Germany, they say 9.
No! No number.
When U2 was counting up on that song from Vertigo, they skipped 4. They went straight to 14. I don't know what that means exactly, but
It means the 4 is tainted.
The number 14 has the word 4 in it.
it means Soylent Greens are people.
This is like number 23 crap.
That's
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
become
number
very dark and Jim Carrey-ish.
Oh, 4. It's a cool number. We all like 4s.
Well, especially if it's a 4.
And 4.
Actually,
9.
in episode 4, like, isn't Dora's address like 9, 4?
4. Yeah, that's why I just remembered 9 being in 4.
Yeah.
So 4 is everywhere lately. In fact, next time I get a lottery ticket, I'm gonna write 4 and 9. Wow, watch me win too. That'd be cool. Like, thanks to 4.
I know
Look, the names are 4, 9, 49, and 94.
So we just was it your idea or my idea to just have it be all 4s and 9s? I think it was yours.
It's probably mine because we've been using 4s and 9s a lot. It would be a neat little tie-in.
Right. Alright, Thorn's gonna be right back. So it's the Yoshi Show. I think that's pretty much it for 4 and 9s. The next joke. Yeah, I can explain this one. This was for me anyway. When they're in the forest, little Carol picks up a mushroom. I've never noticed this, but because like this is one of my favorite like Carol Gunso episodes. Like I watch it every now and then. So I never noticed that Carol, like after he picks it up, like he spins it in his finger, but I never noticed when he spins it in his crotch. I never noticed that until Thorn pointed it out. So the original joke was that like he picked up one of the original jokes that Thorn came up with was that he'd pick up the mushroom and then he'd like lean forward in front of Zara like, hey, it was like a Mario reference, and he would say. Hey, Zara, you want to play Mario? I'll be Peach. Something dumb like that. And so that they were like, oh, we don't want to make a Mario reference. So then that'll be too obvious. So Thorn tells me that he's spinning the thing in his crotch, and when I see him spinning the mushroom, like the first thing that came into my mind was, I'm a big kid now, and that's actually a jingle, like back in the old days.
Or like Big Boy Pampers or something.
Yeah, it was for Huggies.
Yeah.
Like back in the 80s and 90s, like
I remember that.
He's pull-ups, one of those. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull-ups, Huggies, Pampers.
Like early '90s reference.
Yeah, so when I just imagined I'm a big kid now, and I sang it like they would in the commercials.
It was some sort of brand of doesn't know how to crap pants.
Like anybody remember those old 80s and 90s commercials about, I think it was Huggies or Pampers, one of those two, where like the little kid would be singing that, the last thing would be, I'm a big kid now. So when I saw the mushroom, that was the first thing that came into my mind, and Thorn died. And everybody else seems to love it. It's like the highest rated comment on the thing, so. Thorn's back. I just finished explaining I'm a big kid now.
Yeah, no.
Alright, moving on. We're almost done here. Let's see. Zero's mental flashback. This is all you.
I don't know how it happened.
Well, we can't explain almost everything we do.
I just kind of started talking. It's not like it's not like with Poodle Jumper where I had to come up with it on the spot because you put me on the spot. But it did progressively make up this bizarre ass story that basically just ended with Viper hallucinating.
It was those drugs.
He's flying, man.
But let's see. This flashback. Is this another one of those things that sort of happen? Like, to this day, I still can't explain the whole Kero and Tamam on the cell phone thing. That happened while I was going to the coffee maker, so yeah. Well, this sort of happened out of nowhere.
The famous coffee maker.
The famous coffee maker. Haven't had a joke in a while. Should probably make coffee on it.
Is coffee maker.
No, I'm not a big fan of tea. I drink it, but it's not. It's just not coffee. That's all I can say for Zero's mental flashback. I mean, everything that involves Zero or just another random thing, it just sort of happens with us. Can't really explain it.
I think that's what's so special about us.
Yeah, we're special. Oh, hi, Lee.
Up next, Snake.
Snake.
Just Snake.
Just Snake. You came up with that.
I think it might have been you who said, it's just solid Snake behind there, and after me dying laughing, that went in.
No, I recall you saying something like you wanted to switch the monster for something, like you wanted it to be like just his face that shows up. Because I remember you mentioning that, like it was Snake. It was your idea.
Well, I do know I didn't really want to use the monster because we could just go ahead and have the monster chasing after them, but that's not special. We got to do something different.
Yeah, we have to. So let's throw a Snake in there. His eyes are huge. Why not?
I would have liked if he just appeared and then paused for a minute and just went, "Are they tasty?"
What?
He was thinking of frog legs.
He's planning on eating the frog.
Do you come with a special sauce? Fuck. No,
French food.
Yeah, I think it's called blood.
Now, that scene only really works if there's complete silence and then just Zero screaming.
As to why it's Snake and not a monster, well, the monster is just... I really didn't intend to use him, really. Like that, like I knew they had to get back on the train, doy, but as to why, would always, we're the Midnight Frogs. We always do something different. So, yeah. Why not? He gives advice to people.
What, like in the post credits, we ended up coming up with, like, that's where he lives.
That he lives there. He's always sitting on a computer monitor waiting for someone to fuck up, and he just shows up. Plug into the second controller port or something. That's what
Don't shoot the birds.
That's what he showed up for Viper when he missed the picture.
Because he always shows up when characters make a mistake, and then he just references the Metal Gear series.
Yeah. Oh, Snake, we never get tired of you. People really like him, too.
Well, he's funny.
Well, yeah.
You weren't expecting him in, like, episode 2. You're not expecting him anymore.
Didn't know. That was just a regular, hey, what's Snake showing up on? Good joke. What's Snake?
What's Snake showing up? Pat, kick.
This is actually the first episode that he shows up. I mean, the first odd number episode that he shows up, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. It's usually even.
He doesn't really give any advice this time.
No, he's just sort of there. He lives there, so. Moving on, wrapping it up, almost.
What Zero's saying when he was running out of the hole. Hey, Zero! Oh, there you are.
The hazy row.
No, what Zero is yelling is actually song lyrics from Jolson and Jones by Scott Walker. The lyrics are, "I'll punch a donkey in the streets of Galway." And he repeats that. No,
where did that come from?
well, no, the album that Jolson and Jones is on, The Drift, was Above Dororo in episode 6. So I thought, like, thinking of things for him to yell, that came to mind.
That's so weird, though. You see Snake, I'm gonna punch a donkey now!
So it's a callback to episode 6. A very subtle one. Or not so subtle, because he's yelling out, "I'll punch a donkey in the streets of Galway," but,
Does he just normally do random things for people he sees?
It's like the second time in the episode he mentions donkeys.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
donkey. Noodles. I didn't notice that. And I wrote it. Well, and I'm a writer, so.
I'm a waiter. I mean writer.
I'm a reader. I read. It sounded like. I don't know. Moving on. Zero's dying child. Sorry. Caro's dying childhood. His died forever ago. Sorry. The treasure. It turns out that the treasure was a bunch of like a stack of not Gundam models. These there were like these rip-offs called Dangle, and yeah, great name.
They look to me like a whole bunch of model trains. Funny.
Yeah, well, they're not model trains. They're like these little rip-off Gundam robot thingies. So, Kero, that's what he's actually really there for. Like, he goes there, he sees a treasure. Oh, and, in the original, he's always collecting the models, and, that's his thing. But, our Kero doesn't give a fuck about Gundams. He likes them, but he doesn't like building them. So, yeah. So, of course, we had to do something different for him, and knowing us. So
we made him scream.
So we made him scream. That came out so perfect. I always laugh. Like, I don't know if that's kind of like an ego thing. If I'm laughing at, oh wow, I said that perfectly. Sorry, but I just really liked how it came out. So, as for his childhood dying, well, his childhood wasn't really bad. It's just if you go on a treasure hunt and then years later you found out that you were looking for some shit that you didn't give a fuck about, what would you think?
Donkey noodles.
Donkey noodles, okay, but I'd be pretty fucking pissed. Like, oh, I went on a treasure hunt when I was 10, and it was the legendary story that made it into history books. 2 years later, oh, it was a cup. So I'd be pretty pissed too.
Was the story at least written on the cup, or?
No.
It's a Dr. Seuss riddle.
Of course, I have to drink from the cup to get the... No. That's about it. Let's see.
Next.
Zero's
threat in the post credits. Actually, how many people actually watch past the credits?
Yo,
that's
I
actually,
did.
Yeah, that's actually something I wanted to ask. Like, how many of you guys actually... This is for the chat. How many of you guys actually do, like, watch after the credits? We put them there for a reason.
I do.
Yeah. Almost everybody on the team does, well, from my knowledge. But because I know there are some people who just, like, after the credits come, they just stop watching the episode. No, there's things after the credits. That's, like, the main reason why they're there. We wouldn't just... Like, if we had credits, it'd be shorter. I mean, if we didn't have things after the credits, it'd just be like, oh, look, here's who voiced. Bye.
Well, that's the thing. There's stuff after the credits in every single episode. I mean, I know, like with some stuff, there's like that's just a little hidden joke for something. But you guys do it all the time.
Yeah, there's some people who never do it, and they're all like, oh, what joke are you talking about? Oh, it's at the end, you fuck. What's that?
And by this point, you should know to expect there's gonna be a little tidbit at the end.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, give us some more views. Go watch the previous episodes and go after the credits. Anyway.
Except episode 1, that's not canon.
Except episode 1, that one doesn't count. Anyway. All 2 is alright. What was 2's? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna brush my toothbrush.
Oh, yeah.
I do like that one. But yeah, you guys should start doing that, because I know some of you don't and some of you do. And I know there was this one guy in the chat once who was like, who watches after the credits? And everybody in the chat was like, I do. Yeah.
Everyone.
Everyone knows. Well, that time. I know there's some new people who never do, so. But anyway, Zero's threat. See, how did that come about?
It was like, did it have something to do with you and your friend in high school coming up with like really weak threats or really weird ways to act tough?
Oh yeah. Me and a friend of mine, like about a year or two ago, I think it was like sophomore, junior year, we started doing this thing where we would we would pretend to be badass, but we just do like the dumbest stuff ever, and like it's not even really badass. Like oh, I'm so bad that my mom told me not to stay up past midnight, so I stayed up to 12:01. Dumb stuff like that.
I got milk straight from the carton.
Shit! You don't want to mess with him. I tie my shoes after looking at my cords.
And then Yoshi mentioned it's like he apparently drinks Kool-Aid pouches, so I made one. I drink. You don't want to mess with me. I drink Kool-Aid from a pouch.
And you have to understand, they're kids, so this is like some pretty heavy stuff for them.
Something about that didn't really make sense to me, and I don't know if like a lot of people caught it or not. There are no Kool-Aid pouches. I mean, I don't know if like there's been some new like sort of Capri Sun sort of things. Like I haven't been paying attention, but when you said Kool-Aid pouch, I just thought a pouch full of powder and that sort of thing.
I drink Kool-Aid for the problem.
That'd actually be kind of badass because it's like my throat is made of steel, motherfuckers.
No, Daryl's a wimp. He wouldn't do it.
Maybe he did it on like a bet and he barely survived it, but he's like, I must be a badass now, huh?
I'm so cool. You guys were thinking of Kool-Aid packets. That's why. There's actually pouches. They come in little cardboard boxes. Somebody talking?
Yeah, it's me. They have pouches.
Oh. Huh? Oh, there you are. Where have you been?
I had to mute it because there were little kids outside and they were screaming because one of them wouldn't play with the other one. She likes to wail. It's horrible.
Kind of sucks because you missed out a lot, and it's not even your fault.
I just haven't been talking. I've been creeping.
Yeah. No, I better follow you on Twitter. Anyway.
Wind Dragon in the chat posted, I poop in the urinal.
Whoa. Extreme. But yeah, what were you asking? If there were Kool-Aid packets?
Kool-Aid jammers. You don't remember those?
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. The little jammer thingies. They're like in little envelopes.
Yeah.
Never heard of that. But then again, I'm not necessarily up on the latest in juice box trends.
Dude, that's been around since I was a kid.
Juice pouch, man.
Juice pouches have been around since I was like 5. I think possibly before that.
Not something I regularly follow.
Hey, everybody.
There you are. The entire cast is coming back.
Yay.
Like a reunion special.
I would just need Lily to talk about her boyfriend for like 7 hours, but hey. Yeah, we were just talking about Kool-Aid. Do you know what a Kool-Aid pouch is?
I vaguely remember having one once.
Because Verheis doesn't know what that is.
I do remember doing a student film in high school where we tried to think of an advertisement just for humor's sake, and we did advertise Kool-Aid jammers. They didn't really appreciate it, so they didn't really award us. But it's still worth it.
Yeah, you didn't drink from a pouch, so... Sorry.
Well, it's because randomly blended on as like a villain. I was like, clearly you just can't defeat me because I have Kool-Aid jammers, and I just whip one out. And they didn't really appreciate that. There's a training we also had a training montage where the guy was lifting weights, but he couldn't. But then he's lifting 2 Kool-Aid jammers instead. It's really stupid shit, and it was totally worth it, but not kind of.
Kool-Aid jammers has improved my life. Now I'm a person. Yeah.
It's like those old ads they have in comic books where superheroes defeat villains with fruit pies and stuff.
I remember.
You can't stop me, Batman. No, he's got the fruit pies.
He's got fruit by the foot. Shit.
Like a fruit roll-up, bitch.
Fruit roll-up. God. That reminds me of this mural in my cafeteria in my school. There's actually a mural of Superman holding a glass of milk, and he's like, "Got milk?"
That's a whole mural?
Yeah, it's like really big in the cafeteria. That's like one of the cool things about my school, and there's only like 2 cool things. So yeah.
Got awesome milk?
Whoa. But they're gonna repaint everything, and they're probably gonna make new murals. And I saw like the little drafts they got. Kind of sucks. So hey, it's all right. I'm all right with it. I mean, I'm gonna be graduating anyway, so fuck them. But yeah, for Hayes, you're kind of like Giroro. He doesn't really know modern technology, if you will, for this sort of thing. Kool-Aid pouches, what's that?
I don't even know how I'm talking right now.
I
I'm just
didn't know that.
Magic.
walking into this
Oh.
magic micromajig and assuming like the words come out.
Hey, Guerrero, I got a Kool-Aid pouch.
The fuck?
What the fuck is a Kool-Aid pouch?
Fuck
Because
is
he has
it?
the phone in his head again. Why is there a Kool-Aid pouch?
What's so cool about it?
Well, you can carry it and drink it, and it's in a packet thingy. I think that's enough on Kool-Aid. It was just that's Zero's threat, Kool-Aid. It's not really badass, but hey.
Part of it is also a callback to Best Wishes, the infamous Mame Pato line.
Hey, whoa, buddy, watch the fucking leg.
Watch the fuck. No, that's not gonna work.
Watch the fuck. That's like one of the funniest things you've ever said to me. Was that my joke originally? Because I know it was like.
I think it was.
Yeah, because I know it was like for the whale at some point, but I never had.
You were thinking of including Pichu and the whale, like Pichu. Whoa, buddy, watch the fucking language.
No. I remember.
No.
It was Peach. It was like, suck my thundershock, you jerk.
Whoa, Pichu, watch the fucking language. But then we switched it to Pikachu and Mame Pato, which I think is funnier.
You can jump on me. I never get tired of that. Love Best Wishes. But anyway, wrapping it up here before we start doing scenarios and all that. Let's see. How many people watch the post credits? Other callbacks we make. Are we still talking about the?
We're still talking about callbacks.
Oh, right. Let's see. We have to be really quiet. Isn't like one that his. Excuse me.
That's gorgeous.
That sounded kind of painful.
I
Oh God, my insides!
have a tendency.
My pancreas wasn't supposed to come out like that.
What organ is this?
I have a tendency to burp loudly and oddly somehow. It's another thing I can do that nobody else can, like the whole lesbian squeal thing. But anyway,
And interrupt the
I
show.
tried it. I
constantly.
can do it now. I leveled up.
and interrupt the show constantly. I'm trying to get back on track. Thank you very much. But anyway,
I
let's
like
see.
banana pudding. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The fuck? No. All right, but anyway, one of the I can't say words. One of the callbacks is that we use a lot is we have to be really quiet. Let's see, where did that one come from?
It started in Mystery Dungeon and Abridged. Then
Oh
we used it
yeah,
again in Best Wishes Abridged.
yeah. I still love that. Like way back when we were doing Mystery Dungeon, and when I saw Mystery Dungeon when I was like 13 or 14, I was really young. Like I always just wanted, like when I saw the scene for like the little mushroom majiggers, I don't know what the hell they're called. Shroomish. Like when they're following him, like when they were walking right before they get to like the poison aisle, I always imagine like Squirtle would say like, "Okay, guys, we have to be really quiet," and then Charmander would just go, "What?" So we have to be really quiet. Sort of became like a somewhat staple thing of ours, and hey, it's been working. The Kara uses on the train. Okay, guys, we have to be really quiet.
I think Ezzy pointed out on the Box of Danger forums that we're pretty able to reuse some of our old jokes and still keep them fresh.
Yeah, we have to be really quiet. Why?
I'm getting real tired of your attitude.
Why? Oh yeah, I really like that part because he just asked why.
He just gets pissed at it for no reason.
I'm getting really tired of your attitude, Zero. One more fuck up, and I swear to God.
That's something my dad used to say to me when I pissed him off. It's like, I'm really tired of your attitude, and you have to say it low, like a parent does, to really get it across.
I have a feeling that Karoro is like the kind of character that would like, chastise Dororo for the exact same thing that like, I'd praise Tamama or Giroro for something like the exact same thing. Like if they asked, why are we being quiet? That's a very good question because.
Yeah, that's how. Oh, hi.
That's a good question, Guerrero. Well, I asked that dude, shut the fuck up! I didn't ask for your opinion!
Why do you matter?
I don't even know who you are!
That is something that's like something I would do every time. Oh, hon, you're so cute, Giroro. Well, now that you ask, Kululu. Well, Doro, shut the fuck up.
Cool, I'm not answering that.
Let's see. The other one is walking. That one came from Best Wishes.
But it's funnier here because
Yeah, but instead of walking, it was Ash when he runs away from the lab. Dude, runs from the lab, and he's like running. I love me some sneakers. Like I saw them walking, and I just imagined Kara going walking. And I actually like when he puts the soda can in his mouth. I was actually drinking something when I did that line. So
it's supposed to be I love me some soda, but he puts it to his mouth. So it'd be funnier if he just gargles.
Yeah, I love me some. But I had water at the time. So. Let's see. Shooty Deus Ex Machina. I believe this is also from Best Wishes.
No, this is from episode 4. It's one of Viper's lines.
Oh,
Nothing will save you now except shitty Deus Ex Machina, but they can't swear at that point.
Right. That was a good one. Was it in Best Wishes? I think it was in Best Wishes. It was something else.
Not shitty Deus Ex Machina.
No, it was something Deus Ex Machina.
No, not in that Best Wishes.
I could have sworn. Must be freaking out. Well then.
It wasn't shitty until I got to episode 4.
Did we already explain watch the fucking language?
Yeah.
Yeah, we keep spamming it over now and then. And the last thing on the list.
Wait, there is one more callback we make in the intro.
Snip?
Giroro's emails to Natsumi. It's all him apologizing for episode 6.
And 3.
And
4. And 5.
He's apologizing for everything. It's like, and every response is, I told you I don't like you, or I told you I don't like you. But he only sends one more response, just sad face.
Hey, Giroro Natsumi. Sad face. I believe that's the last one, right?
Yeah, I love making callbacks.
Yeah, they're fun. See, callbacks are different from references. You should learn those. Anyway.
It's within our own continuity.
Right. So it's not like, hey guys, overshot. Let's see. This is last thing on the list is this episode featured our first actual like somewhat serious ending.
Somewhat.
Yeah. I think Lily's coming back because I can hear her mom. But anyway, this ending, like, it's not like the other endings where like, oh, it's a joke, ha ha ha, Doro, or something dumb like that. But it's like okay, let's go get a drink. This is more for like character development between Giroro and Dororo.
Yeah, because in this one, like throughout the episode, Giroro's being somewhat nice to Zeroro, and like he actually refuses to leave Doinaka without Zeroro. So it's basically to establish a little more of a friendship between them, and that Giroro is actually a somewhat nicer guy than you might think.
It's frog love. It's what it is.
That's the next Yaoi.
Frog love.
Send your Yaoi entries to
2 frogs.
That's a pretty good Yaoi idea. Send your Yaoi entries to rodimuscontreras@hotmail.com. Anyway.
Send your song lyrics to rodimuscontreras.com.
At hotmail.com.
At hotmail.com.
I want them. No.
I know you were looking for my meat pass. I'm about to show you my meat pass.
I would love to see your beefsteak.
It takes out like an actual meat card. Here you go. I go to the the butcher downstairs.
I like bacon.
Who wants Scrabble?
Who wants Scrabble?
I love how you said Scrabble.
It's like you kind of have to say it strange.
Yeah, when we were thinking of board games, I was like Monopoly, Uno. You went
Guess
Scrabble.
who?
Guess who? Who wants sorry? Wait.
I brought Triominoes.
Oh, that's so lame. I brought badminton. Wait. That's not
Yay.
important.
Who wants to play Connect 4?
There's only 3 of us.
Who wants to play Guess Who?
Who's a hungry hippo?
Who wants Candyland?
Who's gonna sink my battleship?
He's excited. Yay, I lose.
E4. Correct, sir.
I think
E4. No, I moved it.
I think this. No.
Who wants perfection?
I do.
Well, good luck getting it.
That's a board game, stupid.
Who wants to play live? Zero, don't bother. You'll lose. Aw.
You don't even get a piece. You have to. You don't even get a piece. You can stand on the board, okay?
I know I'm mean to you, but I'm not a masochist. I'm not about to give you a part so you can fuck up.
No, you don't get to go to college there, no.
I crashed my car piece.
Oh.
So much board game humor.
I'm trying to remember more. This is fun. wait. Before we continue, serious endings.
I crashed my car piece.
I want to get back. Hang on. I want to get back to this. This is actually fun.
Put it expands in your stomach.
So serious endings. Yeah, this is our first one. This probably isn't our last. It's not going to be often, but yeah, this usually happens for character development.
Didn't you originally want it to be between Karo and Tamama?
No. I wanted one with Karo and Tamama. Not for this episode. It wouldn't make sense.
Right, but like you wanted one with Karo and Tamama. It ended up being Giroro and Dororo anyway.
Yeah. Right, Yowie. And yeah. Okay, before we get to the next part, more board games. Okay. I'm trying to remember. There's a lot. Who wants Clue?
You get to be the guy who gets murdered.
just get an envelope and lay there.
I'm the red guy in Stratego!
Hey guys, guess who's my mystery date?
Well, where'd you go?
Everyone going.
Digging into the very bottom barrel of games. We like dug to the bottom of this toy chest. We're like, shit, what's left?
Who wants G.I. Joe?
Go.
Does anybody even play with those?
G.I. Joe!
G.I. Joe!
G.I. Joe!
Now follow my orders.
Cobra!
Cobras. You've got to stop them.
Can you kind of base some of Viper's voice off of Cobra Commander?
I based a lot of it. A little bit of Starscream from Transformers.
They're both voiced by the same guy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
See, I'm trying to think of one.
Not the easiest way to emote.
When you're talking through a very small hole in your throat.
I couldn't be more angrier than I am now. I can't breathe.
Use your nose.
Who wants Mousetrap? I just remembered another.
Who wants to trap my mouse?
Okay, it puts like the mouse pad. Okay, done.
Wait.
Who wants to play Leap Me?
Yee! Whoa.
Boggle. Anyway.
We have a couple of things left, about, I'd say, 10, 15 minutes before we do your scenarios, because I know you guys are itching for that, even though I'm not in the chat, I'm just assuming. We actually had a couple of unused jokes. Thorn will be right back. That's, I ain't done here. See,
That's Thorn's territory.
that's Thorn's territory, so.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the episode, we, well, I was part of it too, so I can commentate on all of them. That's not the last one, so. Oh, there you are. Okay, cool. Now we can do it. We're getting started on unused jokes. Originally, in the beginning, we were gonna go through like 2 characters. Like the beginning with the emails on the computer. Like, oh, you're already not to me. Sorry about the other day. Sorry about the other day. You're not to me. Sad face. After all that, there was gonna be another part where let me see. Pull up the script because I know I have it. The script has some dialogue that was never used. So, yeah, hang on a second, I'm pulling it up. Thorn, you can go ahead and talk if you've got anything.
Yeah, the original dialogue after the Giro or Natsumi thing, it would be like, let me check Doro's email. He has nothing. Nothing in the inbox, nothing sent. Except the only thing he has is the bookmark.
He has like 100 emails to himself.
You're awesome. You're cool. I want to be friends with you.
Tom has rejected you as a friend.
399 times.
Think it over.
It's called a relationship for a reason. All right, let's see. I guess we can read it out loud since we never used it.
Sure. I don't have it anymore.
Oh, you don't? Oh, I always keep our scripts.
Well, I alter the script as I go.
Oh, well, I still have the original, so.
Okay.
As most originals you can get. Let's see. You wrote it out to me. Sad face, huh? Let's see Doro's emails. He has zero everything. Oh, he has something bookmarked. Hey, they found treasure.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That's treasure.
Yoshi, you don't need to read further than that.
Yeah. I thought that was part of the old thing. I got into reading mode. Let's see. I don't remember the next one.
Oh, this is before we did. Dude, your dad's a criminal. He's the least of their worries. Where originally it was going to be since the young kids don't swear, like until the end of the episode. So because Little Zero would say, "What if our parents find out?" And Kara would say, "Well, diarrhea to them."
It's just like dumb little kitty swearing. Oh, I decided not to use it. It's just.
I think the put down is funnier.
Yeah.
You're the least of your own parents' worries. Why would they care about what happens with you?
And their money. So. Let's see. Next one is commentated. I still have that right here. Let me copy paste it. Let's see. Your thing.
This is when they're in the bathroom. So someone knocks on the door and then.
And Kara starts. Quick! Here's a chance to redeem yourself. Pretend you're commentated.
This person sucks. He shouldn't be making videos.
We don't have a laptop, stupid. Oh, we're pretending.
And then the train announcer says we're taking off.
Yeah, he says pretend to be commentated, but what he was trying to say was because this is around the time when we were trying to decide how old they were going to be. It was trying to say pretend you're constipated, but he said pretend you're commentated. So we're like, oh, he's commentating on a video, huh? Get it? It's left YouTube humor. Laugh.
Ha ha ha.
Oh my! Oh, you. Whoa! You gotta whoa! Hang on! You gotta leave the hands to J-Pace. You can't take that. There you go.
That wasn't what I was trying to do, but all right.
Let's see. 2 left. Train Skadoodly. What was the reason why we didn't use this one?
Well, it's Old Viper handing them the train schedule and then some tickets, but he only actually hands them 1 stack of anything. So just cut it to, he gives them the map, and that's what that stack of tickets is supposed to be. But before we went with the map being a bunch of 4s and 9s, he's handing them a train schedule that he calls a train Skadoodly.
I actually was reading it as Skadoodly, but you said Skadoodly, so
Yeah, Skadoodly's funnier.
yeah, we couldn't use it though.
Yeah, he only hands them 1 thing, so it wouldn't work.
Yeah. Huh. Let's see. There's only 1 line for this. It's just Old Viper. You can read it if you want.
And this is the train, Skadoodly. You can have it. It's not helping me any. You get it? Because he can't get off the train.
Yeah, you think he might actually, try to get up. Just saying. Let's see.
He's old.
Yeah.
Go to the door, but
He's
it's so
rooted.
far.
But it's so far away.
The aisle.
Yeah. Let's see. This one I had no part of.
This is something that Big T Unit mentioned when, like the hour before we actually got around to recording. He said, if you were to let me do some improv, it'd be like, they were drug charges. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. And I completely forgot about it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we forgot to actually put it in, and we didn't end up recording it.
Oh.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
And now you got it live, only for podcasts. Haha.
Oh.
This is why you should come to the Midnight Fox podcast. They don't do anything at midnight anyway.
World premiere!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's all you get anyway.
Ahoy.
Ahoy, ahoy,
Simon.
yeah, golly swally. That's
I remember that day when you put that in episode 6.
that's pretty much it for the jokes. And now one last thing before we end the podcast and do scenarios and other wacky shit. SFA7. Alright then, so I guess I can reveal what it is. I mean, we kind of did it with the last one. Yeah, this next episode will start production in March. We do episodes monthly now. Probably like around, I don't know, first week or so, we'll give it a look and all that, write and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to give out a small detail, just like before. This one doesn't... What?
Sound like a gasp of ecstasy.
Yeah, it sounds like a... Oh, SFA, oh my god. Oh.
I'm actually in pain right now. I overdid weightlifting, and I can't stretch my arms all the way. It's painful.
Okay, I thought you were like really, really excited for it. Like, I could write it right
That's right. My pain. This is what gets you hot, isn't it?
I can write a line. Look. Yee. You can't chat too fast.
Cake.
Cake.
Guys, it's fucking crazy.
This is an SFA now. World premiere live writing. Okay, no. The next Sergeant Frog Abridged episode. Well, I'll probably give a little hint like I did with the last one. Last one I said it was gonna be them being kids. This one involves them making an animation. That's all you
Oh
get.
no. I can only imagine.
That's all you get. Although, before people start getting the wrong idea, no, we're not animating an episode. That would be cool, but no, we can't do that. Because none of us can do it. So, fuck. All you get! Alright, anyway.
We should also mention that next month we're thinking of doing the next 2 episode commentaries.
Ah, yeah. Sergeant Frog commentaries on episode 3 and 4.
Those will be in March.
Yay!
Woohoo.
This is when everything picked up.
Yeah, when it started to not suck less.
I liked that point in the series though, because it's like,
Yeah, I was in it, so yeah.
Yeah, you were in it. That
Oh,
automatically makes it fucking amazing.
Yeah, everything I do is awesome. No, I suck.
Everything you make turns to crap. That is awesome.
I'll take that as a compliment. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the podcast.